Well, this is exciting. Parts of the United States could see the northern lights tonight, including right here in Connecticut. A severe solar storm could actually trigger colorful auroras as far south as Alabama. The Space Weather Prediction Center says at least 5 coronal mass ejections, that's what they're calling, have been directed toward Earth. Don't worry, the explosions are just plasma and magnetic fields from the sun's corona that create this really cool light storm. This morning, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration addressed how the sun is being monitored. Now, if strong enough, the storms could actually impact infrastructure, potentially disrupting communications. That has happened before, as Scott was just telling me. But our chances to see the northern lights, Scott, what do you think?
I know. They're looking up. In the last few model runs that we've seen, those clouds are breaking by the time we get to midnight, which is when you want to see it, or when you will see it. That's the best opportunity for here in Connecticut. We put this little graphic together. So this is what they may look like later on tonight. We're talking late night, after midnight. You have these hues of greens, maybe some reds and oranges. But what we're looking at, and what will be the most important part, is if we can get these clouds to break, because you need to see through the clouds. You need to see the sky as these flares, or these CMEs as they call them, the coronal mass ejections, make their way to Earth. But this is a pretty messy map, but all you need to look at is, so the timing is Saturday, which would be well into the morning hours, we're talking midnight to about 3 a.m., and it's a severe level. So that's something, when you hear that word, you think of probably a severe thunderstorm. All it means is it's a very intense solar flare that's making its way towards Earth. Remember, the sun is 90 million miles away. So until it gets closer, there's really no way to know exactly how strong these will be. And we'll have very good indication tonight, about 8 o'clock. That's when these solar flares are about 1 million miles away, which is still far, but much closer than the 90 million. And if you look at this graphic here, so you have Connecticut right there, you need to be at least this high. This would be an extreme to what we're seeing possibly late tonight. And this is the best chance that we can see these type of solar flares, I should say, the Aurora Borealis here in Connecticut in nearly 20 years. If anybody remembers, back in 2003, there was an event just like this with a very similar setup. But we need these clouds to leave. We're forecasting them too. So if you have the opportunity late tonight, we're talking after midnight, take a look up towards the sky, and you will have quite the show if we can get rid of these clouds. You can already see a few breaks, a few holes in the clouds here. This is in Windsor Locks. Temperatures are cooler, 58 degrees. A few more breaks down in New London. Also some blue sky being seen at times. Don't expect the temperatures to climb up that much. We're looking at those 50s with that easterly wind and a lot of clouds still out there. 50 in Waterbury, 52 in Danbury, and low 50s right along our shoreline. But First Alert Live Radar, this is what we've been tracking throughout the morning. We had heavier showers even before dawn, and now it's just a few lightly scattered, isolated showers, I'd call them. By the time we get towards maybe the afternoon, a few of these make their way a bit farther east, but it does not look like it will be too big of a deal. You see a lot more moisture towards the west, but with the developing low pressure to the south, it actually pulls in some drier air. So we get to see, even if we don't get those clouds out of here by midnight, we'll have a really nice start to the weekend. That's on your Saturday. Futurecast, though, does show by the time we get to around midnight, this clouds break. This would be perfect overnight to view these Aurora Borealis. I'm very excited about it. I'm a little bit of a space nerd. But either way, tomorrow morning it's sunny. It's a nice start to the weekend. Mother's Day weekend, of course. We know we have graduation events. Most of the day tomorrow looks dry besides an isolated shower. But on Sunday, unfortunately on Mother's Day, that's the best chance to see a few showers, especially late day. Your First Alert 7-day forecast, cooler this weekend, is 62 degrees though on Saturday. Sunday, a bit cooler. Mother's Day, a couple showers late day, a nice warm up next week. And then by Wednesday, a few showers. There's a look at your shoreline high temperatures over the next 7. Kara?